welcome to another episode of Three Hungry Guys. As we continue our tour of Asheville, we're over at the Grove Park Inn, and right behind it they have a little center of shop, and in one of these shops is the Golden Fleece restaurant. And all you Triangle people will be excited to know that the actual owner is Giorgios Bakatsias, who also owns Kipo's, Bin 54, Parazod, and is renowned in the Triangle. My guest today is Stu with ashvegas.com. Besides that, you have a couple other things. Tell us what else you write for.
Well, I do an audio podcast with Chef Joe Scully, who owns Chestnut and the Corner Kitchen. Corner Kitchen just won an award for one of the top 100 brunches in America.
Great. So we've got a food expert that knows a lot about Asheville. Come join us. We're going to have a good time. Golden Fleece Kitchen with head chef Alexander. So take it away, Alexander.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to the Golden Fleece. So what we're going to be making for you today is we're going to be making a wood fire cooked kakavya. Kakavya is essentially a fisherman's stew. It is regarded as one of the oldest fish stews in Greece. It is very similar to the French bouillabaisse. The premise that Giorgio and I had built when we were designing the restaurant together was food that was so old that it's new again. So we wanted to stick to the traditions that Giorgio was raised on and bring a little bit of that flavor to Asheville. All right? All right, so we're gonna get started. So we have a cast iron wok here. We set it over the wood fire. We're gonna start with olive oil. Giorgio gets us a really nice olive oil imported from Greece. In here we have our mise en place of crushed garlic cloves, celery, and onion. We're going to start off with that. So this dish cooks relatively quickly. We can probably do one every 8 minutes. With this method, obviously the fire gets extremely hot, so there's a lot of heat behind. We'll let that sweat for a couple minutes.
This is truly, and I've worked in kitchens most of my life, this is truly like the hottest fire I've been to. Like, I give you guys credit how you can be here all night. 10 minutes.
Yeah. You know,
I'm back to the pool.
Predominantly, I'm in the dining room talking to the guests. It's my team that actually sits in front of this fire all the time. And I give it up to these guys because they're in here 10 hours a day, you know, over this fire. It's amazing.
Look at this shrimp. It's got to be beautiful. It's got to be the largest shrimp I've ever seen.
Yeah. These are prawns off of the coast of the UK. Got those in yesterday. Really nice product. So once our garlic has started to sweat and caramelize, what we're going to do is we're going to add in our fish. We're using swordfish. It's a nice hearty white fish. It goes really well with this. We're going to go ahead and get that mixed in. Once that started to gain a little bit of color onto the meat, we add in our potatoes. These are fingerling potatoes and locally grown tomatoes. What we have here, this is a ouzo tomato broth that's also been cut with clam liquor. We got the little neck clams out of North Carolina, and we're going to go ahead and deglaze with that. So after, we're going to add in our prawns here. We don't want those to overcook, so they go in towards the end for about 3 minutes, and then we finish in the last minute with our little neck clams here. Okay?
Man, that is one big portion too.
Our portions are a little bit larger because we want people to share their food, and we strongly encourage it. So now we got somewhat of a simmer on that. We're gonna grab our prawn. We're gonna just nestle that in there. This is about when we start to season the dish. We have Spanish saffron, fennel pollen, and this is a mix that we call sand. It's a blend of pink Himalayan salt, Maldon, black volcanic salt, Greek oregano, fennel pollen, and 4 different types of pepper. This is a blend of oregano and dill, and we go pretty heavy-handed. Go ahead and add in our clams. So that is it's finished when it comes off the grill. Obviously very, very hot. We like to lift off the heat in there. We're gonna go ahead and pull this out. basil blossom.
Let me see one more basil blossom. That way I can say I helped prepare the dish at Golden Fleece. And I helped.
So that's it. That is our wood fire cock-of-yacht. All right.
And I'm looking forward to eating that baby.
All right, guys. Let's get that out to the table for you guys. So the first thing we have for you is we have the handmade cordalia. It comes from the Greek word skordo, which actually means garlic. It's actually used a lot medicinally in Greece. Then we have our local beet salad done with feta cheese imported from Greece, global radishes, parsley puree, and a blood orange vinaigrette. Then we have our lamb tartare. Hope you enjoy very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We're ready to eat now.
Looks freaking amazing, man.
Let's dig in. Let's start with this lamb.
Okay.
The food's almost too pretty to eat, actually, you know?
Well, that's what Instagram is for, Michael.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel bad for about a second.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm like, well, say it's the first time I've ever had lamb tartare.
Me too.
You know, I've always had the beef tartare, I've had tuna tartare, salmon tartare.
I've had bison tartare. It's very good. This is freaking awesome.
Really good.
Yeah, good, great flavors. Like they aren't shy with the spice and the herbs and the salt. I like salt, so.
Yeah, and the lamb, and it's not, you get that lamb flavor, but it's not like overpowering.
No, because cooking it brings out a lot of that lamb flavor. So having it raw is very subtle and nice.
Yeah. And the wine that they paired with us is a Malbec. He always has a great wine list, so you can always pair a nice glass of wine with the meal you're having.
What do you want to eat next, Michael?
Let's go to the salad.
The beet salad?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big beet guy, but most of my friends, people I go out with, they're not into beets.
I know.
They don't
What's
what they're
wrong
missing.
with people, man?
I think they've had canned beets.
Yeah.
And that's their idea of beets, and it's totally different when you eat a fresh beet.
Oh, it's like eating a piece of the earth.
Yeah.
Very earthy, in a very good way, and packed with nutrition, Michael.
All about eating healthy.
Yeah, me too. Well, this beet salad is excellent. One thing that makes it different than a lot of the beet salads that I've had in Asheville and elsewhere is the use of the feta cheese, whereas a lot of times you'll find goat cheese on there. And of course we like that because we're eating Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
So why not feta? Yeah, that was really good. Really nice flavors. Bright, lemony.
So, I guess they give you the pesto that they mess it with to serve it a little different.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta go with the flow here.
There you go.
Try a little bit of that.
I'll use this too.
Yeah. Well, you definitely taste the garlic in there. A lot of garlic, and with that potato.
My girlfriend's gonna kill me for eating this. All right. No wonder that's medicine. You know, you never catch a cold when you eat this because you'll never kiss somebody again. Yeah.
Okay, so it's time to try the dish I helped prepare.
You put on that piece of basil.
That's right. And I helped.
I was a witness.
I'm on the credits. I'm on the cook credits. I will say
Slaving
that.
in front of a hot oven.
I don't know about slaving, but standing in front of that hot oven,
Yeah, even
Or
just standing there
stove.
doing nothing is brutal.
I was like sweating.
Dude, I was across the room and it was killing me. It's the hottest kitchen I've ever been in.
Yeah, almost melted the cameras. This looks good.
Well, I have high hopes for this. Am I justified in my
Yes.
optimism?
So you can really taste the fresh dill in there.
Smell it. Yeah.
The oregano, the dill.
That's one thing about Mediterranean food is that it's very heavy on the herbs, the green stuff. You know, the little green things.
Yeah. So it makes for a tasty broth for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that broth is amazing. I could drink a bucket of that.
So I'm eating a piece of this,
Giant prawn.
really tasty. And what I like about it is, sometimes you can easily overcook a shrimp and it gets tough, and mealy. So it's cooked perfectly. So it's really good, really good. And the other thing is too, you eat this, we're eating this food, and nothing's heavy. You don't feel heavy.
Yeah.
The vegetable, even with the potatoes, it feels light, crisp, clean, flavorful.
And the other thing about this is I feel like it's light to eat, but I feel like it's healthy as well. Like there's vegetable matter in there, and all those little herbs have a lot of nutrition in them. And you know, they say eat a rainbow, and we got a nice color thing going on here, so it seems healthy.
So that was it for this meal. We had a great meal. What'd you think?
I thought it was fantastic. I especially like this fish stew here. I don't know the official name.
I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it because they'll butcher me.
Yeah.
Tell them you want the shrimp stew. It's fantastic. Matter of fact, I have a little bit of an issue with Giorgio that none of his restaurants in the Raleigh-Durham area serve this. So I guess if you really want to have it, all you triangleites that watch our show is going to have to come out to Asheville and come to the Golden Fleece to try it. But you know what? You need to come out here. Asheville's a great city. We're having a great time. We have one more restaurant that Stu and I are going to view tomorrow, and we'll let you know how that one turns out. But for all of us here at Three Hungry Guys today, we're going to say goodnight and ciao.
Bye.
Kakaba. Talk about one hot flame, right? It's hot.
So we had
And if you don't like the food, you can use this to bludgeon the chef with.
Yeah, but I don't.